So look, let me switch gears real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and I dislike talking about. I don't want to be a platform that avoids.
But you gotta see it, man. For
So,
we man, honestly, I feel like with us and kind of like the audience and what we've been getting feedback on and seeing stuff, bro, it's open, bro.
so
Honestly, I think people want to hear other opinions. They want to see that somebody else may be thinking the same thing we thinking,
Mhm.
right? And not avoid it. I mean, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now
Man,
that
somebody
folks
that
just need to be like, wait, hold up, I can't be the only one that thinking this, right?
right, somebody that got shot, somebody that got killed. It's a video of yet
Execution style.
another.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And like he ain't on here tonight, but the stance he took last time was the comply and live to see another day.
yeah,
Right. In this instance, literally nothing this man could have did at all. And it was malicious, it was terrible. And anybody that tries to spin it a different way, because our eyes don't lie.
yeah, man.
We all seen it. And with the folks that are in the position of power literally trying to spin the narrative and tell everybody that our eyes are lying to us. that oh, what you saw isn't what happened. Well, hold up now. What you saying ain't what happened because I seen what happened, right? So
So let me ask you. So I've been kind of. So what I'm getting, what I'm gathering from this last incident, um, is that the people on the other side, because we we've been divided. This is not
mhm,
a United States. Let's just keep it a buck. We've been divided for quite some time. Um, and it feels as though some others, some 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 people from the other side of the aisle, if you will. That's terminology they use or talk.
utilize.
You know, yeah. Um, are a little bit fatigued. It seems like they're getting a little bit fatigued. Like they are not willing to go along to get along anymore. Now I said some. I didn't say the majority of the party. But it seems like some people are getting a little bit fatigued um about the choice of response that have been it's been taking place. Um just like are y'all kind of getting that same feeling? Um because I even with the impeachments and all these things it's kind of it's people are getting tired and are beginning to wake up. I think just thoughts, on that. Shout out to sending condolences and respects to all those involved that have been affected by that tragedy up in Minnesota.
Mhm.
I think for me, and like you saying, I think that they folks are getting fatigued, right? And I think it's both ways. I think it from our perspectives, we getting tired of it, right? We getting tired of seeing this lawlessness,
Wow.
this folks just doing whatever type thing. And then also from the other side, I really feel like some of them getting tired of making excuses.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like and the most disappointing part, especially for me, is why does it take so much to realize that something ain't right. Like, why do you need to see death? And why do you need to see people get beat? And why do you need to see such like division and anger to realize something's wrong?
It's been that way, E.
Yeah, and I understand that, but like, damn, it's like it's like okay, you can get one wrong. I bet. All right, that's terrible. But then when you see a continued cycle, like rotate around, you get one. Oh, here comes another one. Well, here's more. Here's another one. And when we talk and we hear folks trying to like, oh, spin the narrative and this and that, but the narrative gets crushed when there's stuff we can see, when there's evidence. Because back in the day, we didn't hear nothing. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff was happening, right? But we didn't have video. We didn't have people with, the recorders in their hand 5, 10 feet, 20 feet away, recording everything that's going on. Especially where we was at, we was in Georgia. We seen some stuff that we probably couldn't record or we wouldn't have no recording.
Yeah.
For me, an incident I had, people don't even believe me when I tell them now that me and my boy Eugene Ryder, Rome, we had to hide in a Family Dollar one day because there was a Ku Klux Klan rally going down Broadway in Wanda, Georgia. Me and Rome went up in Family Dollar just trying to get some candy or whatnot over there by Quality Foods. And we saw 3 Klansmen come up in the thing with their hoods. Me and Rome sat in a damn clothing rack for like 2 hours because we was scared to come out that damn clothing rack, And it's like, folks like, oh, racism ain't real, man. You ain't never seen that mess. Man, come on. Get on my face with that, right? And it hurts me now because now they're walking up and they just telling folks like, oh, you sound like you don't belong here. You look like you don't belong here. Let me see some papers. Who the what? Man, if you don't get on my face, that's why we in America. We supposed to be free. We supposed to be able to run around. You can't just tell me because I look different than you that I don't belong here.
So
This going back to some shit back in the damn.
Yes.
So when you sit there and folks tell me it was like, oh, well, we trying to make sure the wrong ones ain't here. You know who did that as well? Obama and them. But they did it the right way. The folks was like, well, Obama deported more people than anybody else. He did. But you guess what he wasn't doing? He wasn't kicking in no doors. He wasn't yanking people out of their damn houses. He wasn't walking around and had people freaking asking him for papers. We ain't Nazi Germany, fam. This ain't it.
He wasn't killing people. He wasn't killing people on the street. Like, man, boy, it's been a way, man. It's been that way for quite some time. And it's funny you said what you said, like the people that are checking the papers, all look.
They look like the ones that should be getting their papers checked as well. It's weird. So weird. So man, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I just wanted to catch some, perspective. E, man, what's up, man? We see you.
What's going on? Everything Gucci. How y'all fellas doing?
Good, bro. Yeah, man, we all right.
We straight, man. We straight. But yeah, man, it's just I get disappointed in humanity, honestly, and that's big. I get disappointed because I try to at least live my life understanding where people come from and how they got to where they be or where they at, and how they feel about certain things because of the experiences they've had. I had somebody tell me a couple weeks ago, like, why should I care about where they came from? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, but it don't matter now. And I'm like, hold up now. It matter now because you got to know people and where they came from to understand how they feeling. Like, you just can't be like, oh, why you feeling like that? If you don't know the background, if you don't know what they've lived through or what they've gone through, man, I've been with y'all for so long. And even back in the day, like I caught all kind of hell. It's like, and people wonder, it's like people tell me all the time, like, "Gee, you probably one of the blackest Filipino dudes I ever met in my life." And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like that don't make no sense because then the thing is, I don't. I'm just me. This is how I've been my whole life. This is who I've grown up with. This is how I talk. This is how I just carry myself. I ain't trying to be nothing I ain't. This is what I am. When people say that shit, it kind of make me feel way because I'm like, I mean, I guess it's cool, but I mean, I'm just me. Always been me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it get weird like that, man. I'm just like, come
100%.
on. Like, you ain't gotta say it like that. Like, just like if you know me, you knew my background, you probably wouldn't say anything like that because man, G been around forever.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah.
what they saying, if they close their eyes and heard you, they would think you was a black guy.
Oh, for sure. On the telephone.
Yeah. Just listen to you talk.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I said, I get just disappointed in humanity alone. It's like, man, it ain't hard to be just a good person. It ain't.
To be honest with y'all, man, I think these conditions have always existed. We just get to that age where we get more concerned and we paying more attention. I think these conditions have always existed. People have been going through these things. We ain't been paying attention to it because it did concern us. But now that we getting older, we paying more attention to it. We starting to come to light. But I think these things, people been dealing with these conditions.
Yeah, but I mean, you right. You very right. The thing that's different though is how these conditions are being implemented. It's how stuff's being done now. Like it wasn't so blatant and out in the open and so obvious, right? Um, because I mean, even back in like even the like we dealt with racist people all our lives, but they wasn't so blatant about it. Like they didn't feel the confidence to like literally just say whatever they want to, like whenever they want to. Because back in the day, mess around, get popped in the mouth, get hit in the face, something like that. But now it's just blatant. Like they just say that. Like folks just say stuff like I don't I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I don't know.
It's I can definitely understand and I can agree with the disappointment in where humanity is right now. The state of humanity. You know what I'm saying? I think we've had those conversations before, man, but it is boy, it might be safer on Mars, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just out of hand now, man. And those that are in place to protect them and serve and do those things are the ones with the guns. You know what I mean? And and the people that are now so brave to to say those things and do those things, hell, they got guns now too. You know what I mean? I was in Florida over Christmas, and to say that I wasn't afraid during the time that I was in Florida would be an understatement. And it's simply for that stand your ground law that still exists in Florida. It's your word against mine, regardless of the
If you feel
situation.
threatened.
Like,
Hmm.
yeah, that's it. What does threaten look like? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I was kind of uncomfortable. Tried to stay in the house as much as possible and just stay. We had some next door neighbors was crazy loud music, man. I ain't going over there. I ain't telling nobody to turn nothing down. We got to
Yeah.
adjust over here. You know what I mean? Like whatever we need to do over here, turn our music up or whatever. Go to sleep. My wife, hey, you need to go. No, I don't. No, I don't. You know, and it's It's crazy, man. So everybody got guns now. You know what I mean? Everybody feels threatened now. Everybody feels threatened. The people that are doing the threatening feel threatened. Like how that's a no-win situation. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to pick a brain and see what some thoughts were on that. Um, that was it.
Nah, it makes sense, man. Like you said, even when we started this whole conversation, man, there's a lot going on, man. And then and then we got some other stuff too with more files being released and everything
The
like that too.
Epstein, the Epstein
the
file.
craziest thing of all, yeah, the craziest thing of all, dog, it ain't gonna get no better. It gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. It's just the tip of the iceberg, man. This ain't gonna get no better.
But it has to,
It
As
ain't.
it like once people start seeing they getting held accountable for stuff. Once accountability happens, then I mean it gotta change. I mean, where
'Cause
you come find out, like it's gonna happen. It got to. The only way accountability don't happen if something absolutely dramatic happens to where a process can't even get started. Like if they cut that joke or try to chop any kind of change off at the head, then we gonna be set back even further.
Something
So,
something
you
like
know,
the not having the midterm elections, which is kind of what
yeah,
the way
yeah.
things are heading right now.
What happened in Fulton
Exactly,
County?
what
What
just
just
happened in
happened in
Fulton
Fulton
County.
County?
Like,
You know,
the federal government intervening in state laws. What happened with Fonnie Willis, getting kicked off of that case, because the only way to be able to hold that dude accountable was through a state trial, state case, because Fed couldn't do anything to him. Um, I think, from my perspective, I think that America has always operated under the illusion that due process was afforded to everyone, and now the veil has been stripped away, and you're seeing that due process is not afforded to everyone. You know,
well,
I've said my piece um on ICE and how they're the untrained militia and out there doing their dirt, but what they're doing is robbing people of due process. If you want accountability, make the ICE agents take off the mask, make them wear the body cameras so you can see and review any and everything that they
body
do.
cams up.
Um, and just make it more transparent. I don't have a problem with, holding people accountable. If you break the law, you break the law. If you're here illegally, you need to go back, you know? But there's a process for all that. And what's happened now is the process has been broken because you have, like I said, the untrained militia out there snatching people up off the street. It's it and if we can be afforded some kind of assurance that the midterms are going to happen and it's not going to be tampered with, we're going to get a true, free, and fair election. Cool, but is that really what's going to happen?
Whatever happens,
Right.
happens, right? But even on top of that, Trap, they tried to swindle Waltz over in
Hmm.
Minnesota, talking about hand over your electoral sheets, and we'll move ICE out of there. Like,
Like,
hold
what
on,
kind
what?
of?
You trying to
Yeah.
scam me now? Like, you'll get these folks out of here if I give you all of our electoral. That has nothing to do with nothing. Like, that's what you gonna do, huh? Okay.
Because states are the
So
one
they
states are the
making they
one
play.
that are
Folks is
supposed
making they
to
play.
handle and administer elections. It's the state's duty to do that. But when the feds interfere, you basically throwing your democracy out the window.
hey boy, you talking now. This ain't man, listen, boy.
It, this,
I
it's
tell
I'm smart.
one of the reasons I hate talking about politics because I just think it's all cricket. Everybody doing so much cricket stuff that they can't correct nothing because everybody got their fingers dirty from the county board to the
So what's
state
your
level.
solution? E just don't do
so
nothing?
so the issue is the the moral compass of society. I just read a headline about trans athletes competing in women's sports. At what point do things not need a conversation?
all the time.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, if my son or my daughter asks me if, hey, can I ride to Tennessee with my friend? You really want me to answer that? Like, what I'm saying, at some point,
Like, why would you even ask that?
right,
You already know the answer.
something
Yeah.
has to be so stupid that it's not even worth entertaining.
But that's the scare tactic.
It's Trump.
That's
Trump.
that's
That's
what
the scare
that's what
tactic.
keep us debating. It keep our mind off of what's really going on. That's why I say it's all distraction. It keeps us looking at these issues that really ain't that, and they doing something else behind our back that we don't know. It's just a
Well,
cricket system, man. We can't
I think
fix it. Only thing I think the best thing that we can do, and it's an old cliche. You gotta just start what's in your house. You gotta start with your kids. You gotta start with the kids, the nieces and nephews. That's the only
But
way you
that's
can
just your
fix.
house.
But
That's just your
well,
house.
what I'm saying,
Like, you can't deal with somebody else's.
everybody that you come into contact with, your kids' friends. That's the only way we're gonna fix this, man. You can't fix people that's cricket, that's got their own agenda, man. We sent her. It's not. It's the system. It started flawed. It's still flawed. It's gonna be forever flawed.
I agree with you. I agree. I
Nothing.
agree
yeah,
Nothing we
that
can do.
I,
We can't.
I agree that both sides do hold responsibility, and I do know that a lot of the problem that we have in politics today is the fact that there's so much money involved in it. Like your vote, it should matter more than what a corporation's spending in a particular politician's hand. Your vote should matter more than that, but it doesn't because the person who gives the most money to this politician is the one that's going to get that politician's ear. So the system is set up for right now to not benefit the common working American person, and that's on both sides. I agree with you, E, there. But also, what has to really be taken in consideration is that at the end of the day, us worrying about our own selves is what got us into the mess that we're in right now. People voted against their best interest because they were voting for their own pockets. They weren't voting for the best interest of the country as a whole. Because if they were, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. It's like I think it was Dick Gregory said it, we're a country that makes us vote for the lesser of the two evils, so that makes us evil.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we're an evil country based off of that concept
but
right
that
there.
comes from
So, but we didn't pick the lesser
we
of the
only
two evils.
vote during presidential election.
What's that?
I said we only vote during presidential election. That's all that we push. When it's actually the county, the city, that's what really runs our community, not the president. Not our stuff comes from the county, from the police commission. Those are the things that we really don't vote. The judge, the mayor. We don't push those. We just push the presidents. That's the most important thing to us, and that really doesn't affect us as the your local committee, your local facility and offices. Those are who affect us from the day-to-day basis, from the school systems to everything. And we
we
don't
just gotta.
focus on that. We just worry about that 4 year thing, and it's a situation where somebody gonna always be disappointed and upset and gonna feel like they got slighted because you're dealing with human beings and you can't please everybody. So it's just the nature of the beast. Somebody gonna always be disappointed and upset and feel slighted. So how do you fix that?
Somebody got to lose.
Well, the mayor ain't got nothing to do with the healthcare.
I ain't mean to cut y'all, but I just want to tell y'all this. And y'all remember the Walking Dead when it first came out, the movie,
Oh, back in the day.
The
Yeah.
Walking Dead. I was a fan of, yeah, I was a fan of the first season, right? Because it was about zombies. Second season started halfway through the second season. The zombies wasn't the fear no more. You know who was the fear? It was us. It was them against people against people. Zombies were secondary.
So the issue is gonna be us against us. We can't get along. We can't expect for them to get right on top, and we can't just get along. And when I was saying about teaching ourselves, not just your household, just everybody that you come in the community with, like a Coach Berry, or like a pastor that's in the community that's out doing something. That's the only way we can fix this, man. The next generation, fix our community, and then from that point, but trying to fix something that's in Washington, we can't do that, man. We gotta just start locally. We gotta start at the house. We gotta start with people that we know, our nieces, our cousins, our friends, kids, and that's a cliche, but how else? How else do we start? Where do we start from? If not from the beginning?
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna split this
Okay.
in two. I'm gonna split in two right after the sports thing, so we had 2 episodes.
Okay.
Happy
It's all
birthday, by
right.
the way, G. I know we already done told you.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy 40th
Yep.
birthday, brother.
Belated.
Hey man, we gotta start appreciating our birthdays. You know, we always downplay them, but the way people leaving here,
Yeah.
gotta start appreciating. I think I just said you had a cousin die, Travis,
Yeah.
right?
Pee
Passed away.
Wee. Yep. Pee Wee died. Pee Wee.
Who?
Robert's son. Robert
Mm.
Mayweather's son.
How old was he?
Shoot. I don't know.
He couldn't have been 30, couldn't
Nah, Pee Wee. Him and Jake about the
Pee Wee.
same age.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tall.
he? Yeah.
What
He was
happened
in
to
a car
him?
wreck.
Dang.
How many kids? So wait, let me make sure I got this right. So Robert, wait, don't tell me. Robert is your Uncle Joe's son. Yes. So Robert was tall. Pee Wee was
Mhm.
tall. Pee Wee had, now, this is when he was younger. I used to cut his hair, but he got hair. He
Braids.
got
Yeah.
hair now. Brady with dreads or
Dreads. Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Dreads.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking. That's
Mhm.
tough. That's tough. What was the wreck
I
at
have no idea. I'm gathering information as we go too right now.
when it happened?
I don't know. All I know is he passed away. I just got my sister called and told me right before we got on.
Yeah, man. So
All right,
love y'all
so
boys, man. You know.
I'm gonna cut this part here, and then I'll do the little outro real quick, and then I think we good. All right, so I'll do it here. All right, well, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming online. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks since we got together. And the Committee's family, thank y'all for joining us as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share so we can get this out here. And I hope you guys enjoying the conversation. Y'all got any last words, fam?
Hey man, if you ain't got your committee, man, you better get you one.
All right, love y'all. Peace, and we'll holler.